Hi, I'm Jimmy. In this video, we're looking at oil prices, but not oil prices like we might normally see them, but instead we're going to look at oil prices like a professional would. We're going to look at the price of oil, not just today, but how oil prices look going out into the future. So this chart right here is what we call the oil futures curve. And the first dot on the oil futures curve is the current price of oil. This is the current active contract. Now, the active contract will change next month and the month after that, but we want to look at it beyond just the active contract. If we look out, what is the contract worth next month or 2 months from now or 3 months from now? Well, when you map all of those out, you end up with the oil futures curve. Now, as of the recording of this video, this is what the current oil futures curve currently looks like. Because this line is sloping downward, well, they say that this oil futures curve is in backwardation. If oil is more expensive today than it is in future contracts, well, that's backwardation. Usually that happens when supply feels tight, or we might be afraid that, oil might be tough to get our hands on, so the prices get run up. The current situation is exactly that situation, so that's why you see future prices lower than the current price. But what if on the flip side, what if this chart was heading up like this chart is? Well, this chart is called contango. Contango is when you pay more for oil later, more for oil in the future. Delivery is more expensive in the future, which generally makes sense. That's actually what a normal futures curve would look like, because it would cost money to store oil. So in theory, you would pay more for it the further you went out. So if the markets are calm, you can think calm contango. Contango is normal, upward sloping. Backwardation is when it's going downward sloping. Now, which one is better? Well, it really depends on what we own. So imagine we were to own an oil ETF, an oil futures ETF, like one of these ETFs here. Well, generally, backwardation is friendlier in this situation. And when we look at the chart, well, this makes sense if we think about it, because what these oil futures ETFs do is they sell the initial contract and then they would roll into the next contract. Well, because the current contract is priced higher, they sell when it's higher and then they buy when it's lower. So clearly backwardation is much better in this situation. Picture the exact opposite of this, but now the futures market is in contango. Well, now the fund sells the initial month and then they buy the next month. Well, when they roll it over, they would be getting a slightly worse price. So again, that's tougher for them from a managing an ETF standpoint. Okay, now what about an upstream company? Upstream companies are companies that pull oil and gas out of the ground. Well, for that one, backwardation is great for near-term cash flows, because if you think about it, they pull oil and gas out of the ground. Right now, they can sell it for a higher price. But where they could kind of get hurt is if the company we're looking at investing in does a lot of hedging. Well, if you think about it, hedging is not that great in backwardation, because let's say you're going to hedge 6 months out. Well, you're going to get a price that we don't really know what the prices will be in 6 months. We don't know what the current contract will be worth in 6 months or how that contract price will change. But as of right now, that price isn't that good. Whereas on the flip side, if we were in a company that did a lot of hedging and the market was in contango, well, hedging out 6 months, better chance that the price could be decent. These aren't exactly make it or break it situations from an investability standpoint, but this, if we pay attention to this, it can bring our research kind of to the next level. Okay, what about midstream companies? Midstream companies are typically like pipeline companies, shipping companies, and storage companies. Well, when the market is in contango, so the chart is going upward, when the market's in contango, well, they get paid for storage. In fact, it makes more sense to store the oil since future contract prices are worth more. So oftentimes midstream companies can be in a slightly better situation when there's some incentive to storing oil and sell it at a future date, in theory at a higher price. So contango is better from them. Then we have downstream companies. Now, these are companies that do refining of oil and gas stations, things like that. They're kind of unique. Oil is a cost for them. So either way, it's a cost depending on their setup. So we're going to skip that for now. We'll come back to that in another video. But if you are digging into an oil and gas company, or you're considering buying an oil ETF, well, this is just something to consider and to take our investing to the next level. Now, if you want to sign up to get access to the Investors Grow website, where we try to make it quick and easy to analyze companies, I'll leave a link right here and a link in the description below. And thank you so much for sticking with me all the way to the end of the video. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.